Hi everyone, welcome to Small Wonders. Today is Valentine's Day, so to everyone who is in a happy couple, I hope you have an enjoyable day. And to those like me who don't have a partner, you may treat yourself with something nice, which is what I'm doing tonight. I've been feeling a little uneasy to actually get into a relationship recently since I was diagnosed with breast cancer. It hasn't been easy to feel even self-love. And yeah, so now I'm slowly recovering and finding myself again. Let's start with a vanilla bean, and I just like the flavor of real vanilla in my desserts. But of course, if you want it to be a bit more intense, you can use any kind of vanilla extract. Now I'm going to add, now I live in Italy, fresh cheese, which is called Robiola, which is very rich in calcium. I'm also adding cane sugar, which is a little big, like the granules. It's not the thinnest kind of sugar. Therefore, you have to mix it a little bit and have the sugar melt slightly. There you go. Mix it. Okay. Now you add a bit of cream, heavy cream. Unsweetened cream. I use unsweetened cream, right? And more or less the amount is like the same amount of fresh cheese and of that cream. Now we first stir slightly, and then we're going to whisk it constantly for about a couple of minutes at least, by firmly mixing both that fresh cheese and the cream. You actually get a lovely firm custard-like cream, and once you put it in the fridge, after adding it to a crust, it actually turns into a such dense cream that you can cut it with your knife. So now you really want to insist and do that for a couple of minutes until it is, look at that, there you go, yeah. I'm not adding jelly, I'm not adding eggs, and I'm not adding flour. I won't need it. Now here, what I'm using is a liqueur, and in France we often use Cassis. So it's black-currant liqueur. And a sort of homemade jam, or actually it's not right exactly a jam, It's a little more liquid, but I've been harvesting my mom's red currants and blueberries last summer, and I had them in my freezer, so I cooked a quick sort of jam and put it in a sterilized jar. And from time to time, I'm using it as a sort of sauce. Sometimes I add this liquor for an ice cream or any kind of panna cotta. Now here is a lovely bowl, and then I'm going to add, these. In Italy we have lovely cookies. These are puff pastry cookies, and I'm going to crush one. And now what I'm going to do is we're layering the different ingredients. Now you can start with whatever layer you want, but I choose to have the berries on the bottom. Now, if you want perfect layers, if you really want to have it look nice and neat, you add the berries, put the glass or bowl in the fridge. Then after half an hour, you add a layer of cream, let it sit. You can put it again in the fridge. But since it's just me tonight, I'm not going to be so picky about the outcome. There you go. Then let's add some of those crushed puff pastry. Add some more cream. Then once you've finished those layers, you will put the whole thing in the fridge and let it sit until you actually want to serve it, right? Yeah, it really helps also with the flavors. I think, especially with vanilla, which is so delicate, but at least it sits for a while and really has time to actually give flavor to this cream, right? So there you go. Let's put it in the fridge. I've prepared another one just for you. Let's go and give the finishing touches. Bit of those crushed cookies, then a couple of those cookies. Bit more of those berries. Remember that if you want to do that for children, you obviously won't add the liquor, but if it's for adults and if you don't mind a little bit of alcohol, not too much, then there you go. See. And this is very delicious. This is very delicious. I can assure you this is delicious. I hope you enjoyed it and see you next time. Please like, share and subscribe if you liked it. And yeah, enjoy.